All right, from the diamond to the pitch, the pressure is on when it comes to the U.S. men's national team looking for their first win in the World Cup qualifying. Up next, they get Honduras tonight. The Americans had their chances, failed to meet expectations through 2 matches already, with a draw against El Salvador last week before another at home against Canada. So USA has to gain some ground with a win tonight if they're still thinking about making it in that top 3. Looking at the table there for the CONCACAF, currently in the 5th spot, behind Honduras and ahead of El Salvador with only 2 points to show for. Remember, the top 3 will qualify while the 4th spot gets a chance at that intercontinental playoff. Time to bring in my guy, Thomas Rongen, to get on the same page as pen and paper with Team USA here. And TR, look, the Americans, they didn't get the results they needed against Canada and El Salvador. How badly do they need a win tonight?
Hey, Brandon, it just got real for Greg Berhalter and the boys. A must win to exhale just a little bit. If not, the knives come out. And I'm telling you, a loss or an ugly draw will make the tension and intensity for the October qualifiers that much more tougher. We started with a draw on the road against the 64th ranked team El Salvador, then the 55th ranked team in Canada, and now we're going to Honduras. That's ranked 63rd in the FIFA rankings. By the way, we are ranked 10th. And if you look at the standings right now, it's tough. Mexico obviously on top, and after 2 games, we found ourselves below that line. The top 3 will automatically qualify, and it won't get any easier with the October fixtures coming up against Jamaica, who will be more improved. Panama away, always tough. And then Costa Rica during that October window that will be licking their wounds and trying to get results. So yes, a win tonight is imperative for Greg Berhalter and his team tonight in San Pedro Sula, which, by the way, is one of the toughest places to play on earth. You got the heat, you got a worse pitch, you got a hostile environment, and a team that will sit and be very, very aggressive and play on the counter.
I can see how this team has your hair on fire this morning. I understand your frustration here, like all of us here. Only way to come away with a W, you have to put something in the net. We know that. They've had chances, no dice. How do they kind of fix their scoring problem tonight?
Well, this is the weakest group of all the number 9s we've seen historically. Where's a Clint Dempsey? Where is a Landon Donovan? Where is a McBride? Where is an Altidore? And you get your goal from a white player, which is Aronson, who plays for RB Salzburg in Europe. You can't get Pulisic on track. You can't just solely rely on transition, press, and set pieces. You have to turn possession into chance creation and into goals, obviously. And that's the 1 goal only by Aronson, who wasn't even supposed to start because of an injury to Gio Reyna. So who can stand up tonight? Is it Sargent or is it Ricardo Pepi that's hot right now with 11 goals in MLS? Possession again needs to be turned into chance creation. Chance creation needs to turn into goals. And at the bottom, you see it right there, Brendan, 61%, whereas Honduras in their first 2 games only mustered 33%, but got some results as well on the road. Huge game again. And you look at Tyler Adams, but in particular, their captain, Christian Pulisic, that really needs to step up tonight.
You mentioned there, of course, 1 goal to show for those 2 matches. It won't get any easier tonight with they won't have their full deck later on tonight. Weston McKennie back in Italy, of course, violating COVID protocols. Then you have those injuries to Des Steffen and Rongen, as you mentioned there. How will that kind of hurt them in this group match tonight?
I mean, let's hope the team can stay focused. I mean, interesting. Yesterday, the press conference with Pulisic and with Mr. Greg Berhalter was all about Weston McKennie. About 20 questions in, he finally got a question about soccer. And there you can see, obviously, Weston McKennie, who had some troubles. Gio Reyna is out. Zach Steffen with COVID is not there either. You can go even to Serginho Dest, the right fullback from Barcelona. Timothy Weah injured, not being able to bring in as well. Zardes, who's done well in MLS, not there. So now you got to look at Josh Sargent or Ricardo Pepi to lead the line, so to speak. Very, very frustrated with Weston McKennie. Player, by the way, that tested positive for COVID in October. Threw a party in April, got fined and suspended by Juventus, the club he plays for. and right now broke COVID protocol twice during their stay in Nashville, went outside the bubble, brought somebody inside the bubble as well. Very selfish, with the stakes in particular being so high, disrespected his team and the World Cup effort, quite frankly, because missing Weston McKennie for both games against Canada and this Honduras game is huge. I hope that the young Weston McKennie can learn from his mistakes and we can move forward, and we'll see him back in the fold in October. As Greg Berhalter said, the door is still open.
He did mention, of course, he could return after the suspension, as you just said there. But speaking of Greg Berhalter, you think about it here, the big picture. If it doesn't go well tonight, TR, could they replace him? Because we've seen that happen in the past before.
Yeah, I think 3 points is a bare minimum for Greg Berhalter to really avoid the same fate as Jurgen Klinsmann. I became part of the staff when Jurgen Klinsmann was let go after 2 games, by the way, in the last qualifying race for the World Cup, which obviously, ultimately, we didn't get there as their chief scouts. So every move will be analyzed. Every move will be critiqued as well. There's no more benefit of the doubt for Greg Berhalter. And the new president, Cindy Parler-Cohn, with Ernie Stewart, who hired Greg Berhalter, by the way, will be under intense scrutiny, all depending on the result against Honduras, obviously, going forward. I don't think a loss will force the hierarchy within U.S. soccer to make a change. But I'm telling you, the pressure will be ratcheted up. I still say we'll end up with a result in Honduras, a team, by the way, we beat in the semifinals of the Gold Cup in the semifinals, 2-1 result.
All right, you just broke it down, the injuries. The pressure on Berhalter is there as well. Then the COVID situation with Weston McKennie. Give me your pick in this one tonight against Honduras.
We beat Honduras with a B team, supposedly, during the Gold Cup. As we know, we won 2 trophies back then, and it might have been a false sense of security. In saying that, back against the wall, I say right now a 2-1 win late for the U.S. in, again, a very tough place. San Pedro Sula in Honduras. I say the 3 points, which will get us, Brandon, to 5, and we're back in the mix for World Cup qualifying 2022 in Qatar.
All right, we'll see how that pans out. Thomas Rongen, as always, my friend, appreciate you sharing everything on the pitch for us with Team USA there. Take care, my friend. Don't forget, you can catch everything, of course, with the U.S. men's national team going down, as well with others, starting at 7:30 with Canada and Salvador. But, of course, Honduras and Team USA at 10:30 p.m. to see if they can get their first win. Remember those 2 previous draws against Canada and El Salvador. Catch that on Paramount Plus later tonight.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.